Hello, and welcome to Tabletop Finds Halloween Edition.
Ooh, that's my spooky ghost noise.
Brought to you by the Tabletop Travel Guides -1. Sam and I are Sans Ryan.
He got eaten by a ghost.
He did.
Because it's Halloween.
Yes. Actually, our schedules have sucked this month. We've been trying to get some time scheduled, and it just hasn't really worked out. Between they've been out of town, we've been...
He was eaten by the ghost of free times past.
So, we'll be recording our next Mwangi episode in the next few days, I think. But in the meantime, we figured, you know what? Why not go back to an old, great format of Tabletop Finds.
Spooky edition.
Spooky edition. And what better way to talk through Spooky edition of Tabletop Finds than talk cursed items?
Look, I love Halloween. I'm not super into like horror things.
Yeah.
But I like a cursed item because it gives you the like, oh no kind of vibes. Without, well, I guess it could get really weird and like horror flick-ish.
Yeah.
But that's why I like D&D, because we can go into like haunted places and
you can imagine it as
spooky or not spooky as you want it to be, which is great.
I'm trying to think. I feel like we haven't actually experienced too many cursed items in our campaigns, have we?
No, well, I don't think that they show up too often in like adventure paths.
No.
Because it's not like if you're getting gift items from the adventure, they're not like, oh, by the way, this one sucks. So I think like they show up occasionally in adventure paths.
Oh, actually, one would have shown up in Season of Ghosts that I don't want to spoil anything, but there was a situation.
If we had acted differently.
Yeah, in a situation we got an item because we acted well, and if we would have acted differently, Keisha was saying it would have turned into a cursed item.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So a little bit of background. Cursed items are, at first glance, they don't look cursed. They usually represent a different type of item that you might recognize that's beneficial. And then when you either use them or when it activates under some circumstance, it reveals its curse and then hooks itself to you.
Yeah, so interestingly, also in the Game Mastery Guide, it says cursed items are almost never made intentionally.
Ooh, yeah.
Also, which is like, because when I think of like cursed items, I think like, ooh, we're gonna go curse somebody.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm intentionally going to have something bad and hand it to someone I don't like. But if we think about curses more of, this really bad thing happened and the energy had to go somewhere, so it went into an object instead, which is arguably like worse, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of like the unintentional bummer of it all.
Yeah.
Nice. So Sam and I each picked 4 items. Because Ryan is not here, we decided to go wild with however many items we want. I think we usually do 6. 2 each.
Do normally we do 2 each?
Something like that.
I don't know. I can remember if it was 2 or 3. So.
It has been a while since we've done a Tabletop Finds.
Yeah. So the items that we're going to talk about are probably not items that you're going to like, well, I don't know. Maybe you are going to hide them in your campaign for your players. You could do that. I mean, I support it, I guess.
Are you more of a fun type curse or a bad type curse?
Oh, like hurting people?
Yeah.
I mean, I think more of like the pranky type ones are typically what I would mess with. And usually I would do it as a passive aggressive GM. I would do it if people like aren't like rolling checks for things. If they're just like, oh yeah, I pick up this item, cool, I pocket. Like if, I don't know, if we're not doing enough like appropriate things to knowledge and check, I would throw in like a low level curse item that's not going to hurt anybody, but would be super annoying just to be able to be like, y'all need to roll the knowledge checks.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Something that is not like character breaking, but is annoying enough for people to learn.
Passive aggressive.
Y'all gonna learn. Nice. So do you want to kick us off?
What's the lowest level item that you pulled?
The lowest level item I think I have item level 3.
Let's do you first then, because mine ended up being higher. Spoiler alert, the cursed items, there's not like a ton at lower levels. They get to higher levels fairly quickly. So again, that might also depend on when you're going to use them in your campaigns.
Yeah. So mine first comes in at level 3. Like I said, it's called heckling tools. So these tools, and unintentionally, if they are severely misused or left in malevolent circumstances, they can develop malicious sapience.
What were they originally tools for?
So like
crafting, or
it could be any type of like thieving tools or healing tools, or like they take on the view of a type of normal tool you would be using,
but not a specific one.
Yeah. They are often born of adventures, gear, because those are the type of people who generally misuse these or end up in corrupting situations. So when you first set to using the tools, they fuse to you. So, like we said, and used for when you use them for their intended purpose, they telepathically badger and disparage you. Aww. They mock your abilities and give you ill-founded advice.
Wow.
And so you must succeed at a will save to realize this badgering is actually coming from the tools and not just your own like negative
inner monologue. Like, oh jeez.
It's like, just imagine you
so down on myself today.
You're like doing a like a lock pick, and you're like, gosh, you're so stupid. Oh man, you don't even know what tumblers are. You're just like, I'm feeling so bad about myself, but your tools are just like giving you shit.
Buddy.
Yeah. So instead of like, usually when you use tools, they give you like a +1, right?
Sure.
So these ones give you a -2 circumstance. And then once you realize they are cursed, you can suppress their negative effects by either using diplomacy or deception to placate them, often by offering obsequious public admiration.
Oh.
So you tell them, my tools are the best tools.
I am nothing without my tools.
And then they might be like, okay, cool. Like, we won't disparage you today.
Can you unattach them from yourself?
I mean, like any other cursed item, I think you just have to kind of remove curse to get them.
Okay.
Yeah. For the most part, I believe like if you deal with a cursed item, you have to use the remove curse or some other powerful magic to get rid of them.
That's fair.
Yeah. So yeah, what's your first item?
I chose the Bag of Devouring.
Ooh.
Which is the cursed brethren of a Bag of Holding.
Or the Spacious Pouch, as it's called in the remaster.
Yes. Oh, shoot. I just realized Bag of Devouring is legacy content, and there's not a link to...
I think if it hasn't been remastered, it's still valid.
Okay. All right. Still valid then.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So wait, hold on. What's the new Bag of Holding called?
Spacious Pouch. It's way harder to...
I know. So I'm like,
say.
What would we call this?
The...
Pouch of...
Hungering Pouch?
Hungering Pouch. I mean, I guess it could still be Devouring Pouch.
Devouring Pouch, yeah.
Sure.
Spacious Belly Pouch. It's got a belly. It is hungry.
Well, you're not wrong. Okay, so this is actually the feeding orifice of an extra-dimensional creature. So it is hungry.
That's weird.
It is. It is very weird. So if you put any animal or vegetable matter into the bag, into the pouch, it has a chance of triggering the pouch, aka the mouth's interest. And then when you reach into the bag to retrieve an item or place an animal or plant or animal product within the bag, you have to like roll a DC check. If you win, the bag doesn't notice what's happening. But on a failure, the bag eats whatever you're trying to put in or pull out.
Oh no.
And it removes it from the realm of existence.
Ooh, okay.
So you don't get it back. It can't eat artifacts or like hard to destroy items, but like that would suck if you're like, yes, I picked up some extra weapons. Let me put them in my spacious pouch. But then, oops.
So it can eat. So it's triggered by animal or vegetable, but it can eat swords and shit.
Oh, let's see. That's a good question. So maybe swords are okay.
Yeah. So maybe it's just edibles.
Yes.
Not those edibles.
I was thinking it was 2 parts. Like when you put something in, does that trigger its interest, and then does it eat anything after that? But no, I think you're correct.
So that's not
it's not terrible.
Terrible, because I mean, honestly, that would be an interesting kind of curse to handle, like if you were dealing with long travel and like you had a pouch that was eating your rations or something.
The bigger problem is that your hand is an animal for this intensive purposes.
We're the animals.
So if you reach your hand inside and you trigger the check, the bag will attempt to pull whatever is reaching inside into the bag.
Ooh.
So it's a grapple at that point. So
help me.
So I guess it's less about, I lost my lunch or I lost my whatever. It's more of, oh no, is the bag going to try to eat me?
So it's literally in the old Pokemon show, and you had James who had Victory Bell, the Pokemon, and it would constantly try to eat him.
Yes.
There you go.
So that would be bad.
Yeah. Okay.
It gets worse.
That's fair. Yeah, that would not be great. So my second item is called a shrieking key. So it is a skull-topped metal shrieking key that appears to be a skeleton key. So skeleton keys are useful in place of thieving tools. They, I believe, give you a higher skill check when attempting to pick a lock. However, a shrieking key has no activation.
Oh boy.
So when you use it to pick a lock, the key emits a loud shriek audible for 500 feet despite ambient noise.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so physical barriers still muffle the shriek as normal, but you get a -2 penalty to the thievery check. So yeah, once you use it the first time, it fuses to you, and to use a different device to pick a lock, you must first succeed at a will save.
Oh,
so
man,
this is
sneak. Let me put my key in the lock.
Yeah, that's more in the realm of funny to me.
Yeah, me too.
You're infiltrating it, and it's like, oh no. Being very quiet. And then
that would be the prank item that I would use if people didn't acknowledge things appropriately.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's a good one.
Okay, what's your second?
All right, my second object is the Ring of Sneering Charity.
Ooh.
This is a level 7.
Okay.
So it appears to be a gold ring that seems to offer good fortune to the wearer when they're charitable.
Oh, so nice.
But actually, the curse is born out of a desire to tear apart socialites by inflaming resentment. So if you put the ring on, then you have to do a will save to avoid activating it. So congratulations. If you do, then it's just like a ring, whatever. But if you do activate it, the ring fuses to you.
Of course.
And then you are compelled to spend 10% of your wealth and 10% of any future wealth you obtain on charity.
Tax the rich.
Which, I don't know, that's not too bad. However, your acts of charity are insensitive and insulting. So that whoever you are trying to be charitable to is not into you and is offended. So the example that Archives of Nethys gives, which is just tops, so I'm gonna say it because I can't think of a better one. So if you found out that someone lost a child, you might give them money to buy a new one.
Oh no.
At 10%. And you don't understand why. That's not met with gratitude and
so it not only
great things.
It not only makes you do these insensitive things, it makes you think they're not insensitive.
Oh yeah, no, you think it's great, and you also think I should be able to ask this person for a favor in the future because I was so generous to them.
So you're telling me that this ring turns you into a CEO billionaire?
Ooh, a little bit.
It's I am helping the people by spending a little bit of my money.
Be grateful, peasants.
Be grateful you have a job.
Oh yeah. So that one's kind of terrible, but I feel could still be hilarious depending on what your campaign looks like.
I think depending on what your campaign and what character you put that on.
Yeah.
If you put it on a priest or somebody who's trying to be good, that's just real rude. If you put it on I don't know, dumb barbarian or like I feel like there's a character that you can just ham
I think
it up.
like the problem with it is like since they think they are being great, like I feel like that would be a really crappy thing to play as a character.
Yeah.
I think it would be funnier on an NPC.
Ooh, that's true.
Like I would use it as a tool like on if you are doing some sort of like campaign where you need to undermine someone.
Yeah.
Like it would be a really good tool to use against like someone your party is trying to take down in a non-combat kind of way.
Yeah. Nice.
So.
No, I like that. Cool. So my third item is it's a level 11. They are called the Boots of Dancing.
Oh, that doesn't sound bad, Tyler.
Yeah. So for the most part, these boots act as greater boots of elven kind.
Okay.
But they react wildly to strong physical exertion. So while you wear these boots, the curse activates whenever you attempt an athletics check or stride more than once in a single round during an encounter. The boots cast an 8th level uncontrollable dance spell on you, and you automatically fail your save. Once the curse has activated for the first time, the boots fuse to you.
Uh-oh.
So anytime you try to move twice in combat, you start dance mode.
This also just sounds hilarious because I just imagine like someone suddenly breakdancing in the middle of combat.
It's literally the Bluey episode we watched with.
I love it. I love it. Woo.
We're big Bluey fans now because our daughter.
It's a calm show.
It's a calm show.
And she can watch it before bed and it won't rot her little brain.
Yeah, I think we like it more than she does though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh, for sure.
But yeah, dance mode. It just kicks. You're like, I'm going to make it up and fight that dude. Oh no, I'm dancing. Moonwalk on my way to him.
Are you like flat-footed while you're
uncontrollable dance? You are off guard. You can't use reactions. And you can't use the move actions except to dance. Using the stride action to move up to half your speed. So
how long does it last?
So 3 rounds on a success. 1 minute on a failure.
Oh.
And then 1 minute. If you crit fail, you have to use all of your actions to dance. If you fail, you have to use 2.
Oh my gosh.
If you succeed, you have to use 1.
Wow.
So yeah, the boots of dance.
Hilarious.
You can dance if you want to.
Is there a realm where you could like flip that into being a distraction and use it like to your advantage?
I mean, as a GM, it would absolutely, if they planned on it, I would, in the middle of combat, if one of the players started dancing, I would be, I don't know, depending on the NPC, you might be like, I'm sorry, what?
Right. I know. I'm like, could you have this happen and then also roll a performance check to just like lean into it?
You lean into it by being Derek Zoolander and doing breakdance fighting.
Yes.
Monk with the boots of dance becomes
breakdance fighting.
Breakdance fighting.
Yes. All right. Well, so far, these are just kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
So I think we picked terrible choices because I think we're going to make people want to use cursed items. All right, let's see if I can change the trajectory, but I'm not sure that I'm going to. All right, my next one is the Tale Teller's Ring.
Okay.
This is item 9. So again, it's another ring. I don't know why I picked a bunch of rings, but it's okay. So putting it on, you become very good at weaving fictions, storytelling. You get a +2 to deception checks to lie.
Okay. Seems good so far.
I know, right? Deception DCs against sense motive and performance checks for storytelling. Whenever you're under suspicion or being questioned by an authority figure, you find yourself compulsively spinning absurd tales that are so unconvincing that you look guilty, though.
No.
Even when you're innocent. And you don't get any bonuses from the ring at that point.
Okay.
Everybody knows you're lying.
Oh, no. Even if you're not lying.
Even if, yeah. Oh, so,
I mean,
yeah.
You are lying, but like, even if you're innocent,
yes.
you don't mean to.
Yes.
Oh,
so it's really great up until an authority figure asks you a question. So this is great if you're doing children's performances.
Yeah.
Awesome. Really bad when the police show up and say, "Sir, you're not supposed to be in this square right now. What are you doing?"
You're apparently just a very innocent question. God, this guy murdered somebody.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like that. Well, I'm like trying to think in a
Again, I feel like this would be like a good tool to use against an NPC that you are trying to like get rid of or like get arrested, get taken out of the picture. Like for a party person, like this would kind of suck.
Yeah.
Unless like your party has then an easy way to uncurse. And maybe that like I mean I could see that this like object could also be a good like impetus for a side quest, right? Where now you have to go like find someone who can take this curse off of you, and this is your motivation because
you are a big old liar.
Right. Or I don't know, you're like the party face and now like all you can do is go out here and tell stupid stories.
Man, he's really biffs it every time he's tried a diplomacy check. Talking to a guard. Nice. Yeah, I mean I still think we're in definite like annoying but not like terribly
yeah, I mean this hasn't like no one is dying theoretically
no.
because of these.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of dying.
Oh dear.
So my next item, very straightforward. Item level 15 called the Necklace of Strangulation.
Uh-oh.
So this beautiful necklace appears to be a magical item such as a necklace of fireballs, which we all love, or a pendant of the occult. When invested, it magically locks into place suspiciously tightly and fuses to you. So when you enter a situation of extreme stress, as determined by the GM, the necklace tightens around your neck, suffocating you and dealing 30 bludgeoning damage to you at the end of each of your turns.
Oh, God.
Once per round, you can spend a single action to attempt a DC 34 athletics check or fortitude save.
Ooh.
Success means you don't take the damage on your current turn, but you continue suffocating. But it does loosen after you've been dead for a month.
Oh.
So, like, once this triggers, you're basically, like, doing athletics checks every round until you can either curse, like, remove curse, or you're dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's like the nightmare. Here's this stressful situation. Why does it feel like my throat is closing? Oh, no.
This necklace of fireballs is a little bit too tight. Oh, dear. Yeah. So that would be a definitely character breaker.
Yeah, no, that one's bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Yeah.
Oof.
I love how it like doesn't have any reason of like why. It just
No, it's just
this exists and it is cursed.
And
it's a bad curse.
Bad times all around.
I just chuckled at the necklace loosens after you've been dead for a month. Like it is gonna make sure you're dead.
Well, because they want you to know that you can eventually get it off so you can give it to somebody else.
That's true. Yeah. Oh.
Estate sale.
You go to bury the body and you're like, this guy didn't even use any of his fireballs on this necklace of fireballs. Oh my gosh.
That'll teach you not to loot a body.
Ooh.
I mean, that's a bad way to teach somebody not to loot a body.
I would tone this down, like turn it into a toned down thing, but like that would be great if you had a character, if a player who just loots all the bodies. Looking at you, Letty.
Uh-oh.
No, but yeah, like you maybe you do it where it's like it tightens for a minute or it like tightens for a few rounds.
Yeah, or it only loosens once you pass out.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Yeah. Like you go unconscious and you pass out or so man, he just passes out every time he goes into combat. he started talking to that guard. He started lying and then it started getting stressful and then he just like choked and passed out.
Oh,
you built a character basically around cursed items.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that one would not be one that I would use as like a funny joke unless you toned it down significantly.
Yeah.
Whew.
Okay, last item.
All right, my last one is the Book of Lost Days.
Ooh.
Also item 15.
Okay.
This one is a little bit more complicated, but what I liked about it was it's like a cost for gain type of situation. Yeah. So it's a book. Yay. When you open the book, if you are trying to learn information, you can do so about any topic. It permits you to view somebody else's memory, which contains information about the subject. And it so essentially baller recall knowledge for this. However, there's a price.
Ooh. So
the price for gaining the knowledge that you needed is the memory of a day in your past and the vitality of a day in your future.
Oh.
So the past memory you lose completely. You lose the day completely. Everything that you learned in that day goes to the book now.
Ooh.
So it's like you basically traded your day for
somebody
someone
else's day
to learn something.
Oh.
The book chooses what memories it takes, though,
Yeah.
like from that day. So, like, if it's like, oh, I woke up and I ate cereal, if you didn't learn anything, like, I don't know, the book's not going to steal your cereal memory. But if you went to the library and then read about something, or you learned something for your craft or whatever, it might steal those things. It also prefers days with concentrated emotional resonance.
So, like, important days of your life.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Not great. And tends to, like, steal significant life moments, which isn't good. And so, like, in that way, it can just, like, take those things. It doesn't impact, like, your level or your class feats. Like, so it's not, like, functionally like, oh, I forgot the day I learned this feat, because we don't usually pass that out by day to day. The vitality part of it, though, it shortens your lifespan by a day.
What's a day?
So that part, like, maybe doesn't suck as much, but it does make you drained too for 2 days. So, like, I don't know, you gotta, like, figure that out, I guess. So it's more that it's like you can learn all you want to know about this topic, but you're gonna give up a day in your past that you don't get to choose.
I think it would be cool to, like, build a character around this item. Like, you are an archivist or something that, like, you know the cursed item, like, you know what it does. Because, I mean, you could, if you, like, gave this to a party, you could play it to where, like, oh, yeah, you learn whatever you want, and then it, like, takes a while to realize that your memory's gone.
Yeah.
So that could be a cool reveal. But, like, if you built a character that knows the cost.
Well, so the interesting note on archives is basically like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh.
Where you go in with the intention of getting rid of painful memories. Because if you know that it goes for emotionally charged things,
you might try to. You
might be like, cool, take it.
Yeah. Man, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a cursed item like that. Yeah. It would be interesting. And I feel like a GM would have to play with it, but it'd be interesting to build a character that does that, like, knows that they're helping the party at the cost of their own memories. And, like, you know, maybe they do have trauma, or maybe they have, like, a lot of good memories and they're just, like, losing them. So it's kind of like a tragic. Like, I'm doing this.
Think about, like, if somebody is an elf and has, like, a long lifespan, like, they might feel like, okay, it's worth the risk. Like, I can lose a few of these. I have 500 years of life. Like, take a few days. It's fine.
Or if you're a goblin, you only got, like, 10 years.
I remember nothing.
What is happening?
My 5 best days gone.
Or, I don't know. It'd be interesting if you, like, and you could play it at different as, like, parts of its thing. So, like, maybe you join an adventure, like, near the end of your memory. Like, you are to the point where you are running out of days that you have. And so you only have, like, maybe over the course of the campaign, you only have, like, 20 important days left or something. I don't know.
Well, or, like, because your memories get stored in the book, so, like, they're not, like, gone completely. So somebody else can still view them. So then, like, I don't know, you could get into some really interesting party dynamics too, where it's like, if you as a character don't know, but then someone thinks, like, you should know that, like, and they can see what you've done in the past, but then they have to give up something. So there's just, like, it's a very cool plot element that I think that you could mess with. Again, this would be far too complicated to be a prank item, and, like, I think you would have to be a little bit more intentional with it. Yeah,
both player and GM would have to be into
but this is one that I feel like could be really cool to actually build a plot off of.
Like, or that could be an NPC where, like, you you find somebody who's at the end of their memory, and nice,
super interesting.
I did see, I didn't pick this one, but they had just the monkey's paw straight up on level 20. I'm like, I wonder if, like, the monkey's paws is as, common knowledge for Galarian as it is for us. Because, like, some of these items you're like, that might not be cursed. This one you're like, that's a monkey's paw. That seems
That's always something bad.
That's always something bad, right? We use that as an idiom.
Don't grab it. Don't grab it.
Yeah. But yeah, so that has been cursed items. I don't know. I think up until this, the only one I thought like knew of or thought of was the bag of weasels, which I think we've talked about on this episode.
I think we have talked about bag of weasels because it's just hilarious.
Yeah, but it's cool just to see like cursed items. I feel like people, the fact that you said they are usually unintentionally made, kind of adds some interesting story beats, and then the fact that some of these are just like really funny.
Right. And obviously, if it was your character, it might be less funny. But
don't do anything that makes the GM pissed at you to give you a curse.
Roll your knowledge checks.
Moral of the story, roll your recall knowledge.
Have somebody with Arcana check out your magical items.
Like the sign I used to have for you guys in our campaign. Have you heard the good word of recall knowledge?
It's true.
Nice. Any final words? Any final thoughts on cursed items?
I don't know. I feel like we maybe didn't get creepy enough for Halloween.
Dang.
We didn't talk to each other about what we picked.
No, we didn't. But this is our version of Halloween. Sam and I were talking on a walk earlier. And we're like,
like spoopy Halloween.
Yeah, our friends down the street are like really into Halloween. And they go like horror Halloween.
Like creepy yard decorations.
Yeah. Which is pretty cool. But I'm like, we like spoopy.
Yeah, I'm out here with my little cute cartoon pumpkin and like, here's a black cat. It's adorable.
Yeah. So this one represented us as a Halloween. Pranks and the occasional character development.
There you go.
Nice. Well, thank you, Sam. Next time we will be back with Ryan, back in the Mwangi Expanse. But until next time, spooky travels.